Yeah, hi. Good afternoon, all. Welcome to AG Global Institute. So, in the last class, we have completed successfully JDK, JRE, and JVM. In this class, we are going to learn one more important topic called variables and data types, along with the typecasting technique. Very important topic: variables, data types, and typecasting. Actual Java we entered. Okay, now onwards, we'll see some common programming skills. Common programming skills. Okay, so first, I will explain theoretical part. Okay, along with some real-time examples. After that, I will type practically. I will show you. You will get complete knowledge here. Okay, I don't follow only theoretical part. I will explain theoretically as well, practically also. Okay, so be patient. Please watch my content till end, till end. Then only you will get clarity. By seeing first 10 seconds or 20 seconds, you can't understand anything. Okay, please watch complete video, then you will understand completely. Got my point? So, okay, first let me explain introduction to variables and data types. In this class, I am going to explain three topics. What are those? Variables, data types, and the type cost. Three topics. Three topics I am going to explain in this video. So first you will get, I'm sure guys, you will get complete knowledge. Okay, if you watch this video till end, you will get complete knowledge on this. Complete knowledge, I'm sure. Okay. So before writing any Java program, we must understand what is variable, what is data type. Okay, what is variable and what is data type. So what is variable here? Your variable is used to store data. We have the data. Okay, okay, we are writing programs where we can store the program. Okay, we need to store some memory location. That memory location is called what? Variable. That memory location is called what here? Variable. Okay, for example, take your house. Your house is what here? Some memory location. In your house, some bedrooms might be there, bedrooms and all. Those bedrooms can be called what here? Variables. Variable is nothing but what here? Some storage space. Storage space is called, or storage area is called variable. Keep that much enough. Okay. Then data types. Data types in the sense what here? What kind of data you want to store in the memory location. You all know guys, what is variable? It's a memory location or it's a storage area. That's variable. But in the variable or in the data in the memory location, what kind of data you want to store, that defines what your data type. Data plus types, nothing. You, there is a meaning in the word. Okay, what is that? Data types. Define what type of data you want to be stored. That is called what here? Data types. You will get much clarity. Okay, so imagine I would like to fill a student application. Okay, student name is what here? This is variable and this is what here? S- Data type. Stored value is called data type. This is variable name, and this is type of data. What is my variable name here? Student name is my variable name. What is my data type here? It's a string data type. Age is my variable name. 24 is my value. Percentage is my variable name. Stored value is my 85.5 is my data type. So gender is my variable and M is male is my variable value. Okay, value, stored value. In your house, how many people are living? Father, mother, children. So that's it. Your house is what? Variable. People are living in your house. Along with the people, some TV sets, some inside the kitchen items might be there. Inside the bedroom, some kind of bed, cot and cloths might be there. So like that here also, what it are? So all these values are stored in memory using what here? Variables. All these values stored where? Memory using what here? Variables. Okay, so now we are going to see actual definition of variable. Variable is what now? A variable is a container. used to store data temporarily in memory. Okay, you might be get much clarity now. It is what your container or memory location is used to store data temporarily. Okay, in where in memory location. Got it? Huh? So example, think about water bottle. Here, bottle is variable. What is here? Your bottle is variable. Inside the bottle, you might have some water. Am I correct or wrong? Your bottle is variable. Inside that variable water, you will fill some water. That bottle is called variable. Whatever you are filling inside that bottle, that is called data. So we should study always variable with the data. Variable with the data. Okay. So data type space what is the syntax? What is the syntax to write the variable name in Java? Data type, then variable name is equal to value. This is the syntax we need to follow in Java. First what? Data type, variable name, and the value we must write it. Got it? Okay. So next, so let's see. This is the syntax to write the variable, and this is the example. Int is my data type. Age is my variable name. In place of age, you can write any text. Okay, no need to write only age. You can write any user-defined text or your wishing text you can write. Whatever you want write in place of age you get it. But this is predefined word. Int is a predefined word. Predefined means what here? Ready-made word. Ready-made word means what here? It's a built-in word. Someone built for us. We need to use that text only. Okay, we have some kind of data type, predefined data types. We need to use them only. Predefined data type, user-defined text, and its value. These two are the user-defined text, and this is the predefined text. We all know that. Okay. So here int indicates what here? Data types, and age indicates variable name. That's enough. Here 24 indicates value. Okay, I will show. Next, rules for variable names. What are the rules we need to define the variable in our Java program? Shall we write keyword to write a variable? Okay. Shall we start our variable name with the numbers? Okay. That kind of rules and regulations we are going to see now. What are the allowed things to write variables? Int is my data type. Age is my date. Okay, variable name. It is allowed. In this way, you can write. It will be allowed. Into student into int is common. It's a data type. Okay, we need to focus only age, student, age, salary, and dollar sign. Age, student name allowed. Hyphen underscore salary allowed. Dollar sign count dollar sign count. In this way, you can write your variable name. Okay, but what are the not allowed to write variables in Java? Data type, then you should not start your variable name with the numbers. Not only 1, 2, 3, any kind of numbers. Cannot start with a number. It is not allowed. If you want to start your variable with the numbers, it is not at all allowed. Okay, you cannot start with your variable name with the keyword. Keyword, you should not start with your variable name with the keyword. You should not use keywords as your variable name. You should not start with the numbers, or you should not write any keyword to write the variables. This is I will show you practically. But the thing here, you can write your variable name with any kind of alphabet, and you can write you can start your variable name with underscore. You can start your variable name with the dollar sign, but you can't write any of this. Got it? You can't start your variable name with the numbers. You can't start your variable name with the keyword. This is thing keep in mind. Okay, when you go for an interview, you need to keep in mind when you are writing code for your project, you need to keep this kind of things. Okay. Now, up to here, you might be clear. Am I correct? You understand, right? Up to here, no doubt at all. Up to here. Now, the next thing is what here? Next thing, we are going to see types of variables now. What are the types? Now you got clarity. Variable is nothing but it's a container to keep any kind of data, or it's a memory location name. Memory location or storage space or storage area. What are the rules and regulations to write a variables also we completed successfully now. Now we are going to see the types of variables. The first type and a description. So type and a description. So here local, we have three kind of variables. What are those? The first one local variable, the second one instance variable, and third one static variable. Very most important topic guys. Local variables, instance variables, and the static variables. Local variables means what here? Declared inside method. Look, all local variables should be declared where inside the method, particular method. These variables belongs to that particular method. I will explain practically. Instance variables declared inside class. Local variable declared inside method. Instance variables declared inside class. Okay. Static variables shared among all objects. I will show you practically. Okay. So now we'll see one by one. We are going to understand now one by one. So what is local variable here? What is local variable? So let me explain local variable. Okay. A variable declared inside a method or constructor or block is called a local variable. A variable which is declared inside a particular method or construct or block is called a local variable. Okay. Now we'll see the characteristics of local variables. Created created when method starts. Local variables only created inside the method. When we are going to use method, then only we should use local variable. Destroyed when method ends. When method starts, it will be created. When method destroys, automatically the local variables also unused. The local variables becomes removed. Okay, becomes unused. It can be removed automatically. Accessible only inside that particular method. These three rules: local variables created when method starts, destroyed when method ends, and accessible where the inside that particular method. I will show you one by one. Okay. Let me explain one example problem. Class student, y display into marks. This is my method. Y display is what my method. This is my method. This is my method. Okay. Y display. How to write method? This is the date return type, and this is the return type and method name. This is the method. Okay. Method. Okay. Alright. Chalo. Next, data type, variables, and value. Local variable. This is the method. Inside the method, I am writing variable. Okay. What is my variable name here? Marks is my variable name. Int is my data type. Marks is my variable name. 90 is my value. System dot out dot println. System dot out dot println. This is printing statement. If I want to display something on my console, if I want to see output on my command prompt, I should use this system dot out dot println. Not only command prompt, where if you want to see some text on your, it can be displayed. Okay. We need to write system dot out dot println. Okay, this is method. Method starting from here and ending there. Got it? Starting from here and ending there. Now public static void main. You know, heart of the job program. Every program must have one main method. That main method name is called public static void main. Inside where student class. This is my class name, and this is my main method, and this is my user defined method. Two methods are there in my class now. One is, this is my old class. Inside this class, one is user defined method and one more is main method. So I created object. This is a way of creating an object. I need to display this. Okay. When I create a method, I can access this variable inside the method. I am printing this variable. What is my variable name here? Marks. I am printing the marks here. Okay, this is user different text. Whatever you are writing inside the double quotes, that is the user different text. I am printing this variable along with the user different text. Okay, you can insert this double quotes. Inside this double quotes, you can write any text here, like a student, student. This is I'm adding this user different text with my variable using concatenator operator, which is my concatenator operator plus act as a concatenation operator. It is this is user different text. We are adding some variable data using this concatenation operator. Don't get confused, guys. Just you will understand when you watch my complete video. You will understand. Okay. This is what here. Finally, I can see my output 90. Okay. See, for local variables, let me explain the one real-time ATM transaction. It's like OTP pin. Local variables like what temporary, the variable will be stored inside the method. When you want to withdraw money using ATM, so you will receive some OTP pin. OTP might be still hardly 10 minutes, right? Sometimes 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, hardly 10 minutes, right? This is called after 10 minutes, OTP exists only during transaction. After transaction ends, what happens? OTP becomes useless. No use of OTP. But my point is, this is similar to local variable. Keep in mind, local variables nothing but it's like these are temporary. Whenever the method exists, these variables will be exist. Whenever the method ends, automatically the local variables also becomes else. This is what here like a OTP. For important points regarding local variables. Finally, we are going to see some important points regarding what are local variables. What are those? These local variables declared were inside the inside method. Cannot use outside method. Memory created temporarily. Must initialize before use. Must initialize what here before use. Got it? If you have any doubt, let me run an example here. Let me take one notepad. Guys, after this class, I will use Eclipse. Okay, either Eclipse or IntelliJ editor. For this class, I'm using only this. Let me take one small example, like employee. Otherwise, I explain student, I take a student. Student is my class. So inside this class, I would like to take one method called void student details. This is my method name. This is my method name. Student details. This is my method name. Okay. Okay. Just to whatever I'm typing, observe. Observe. This is my one user defined method I have created. What is this actually? This is called one method. Okay. Now I would like to print some values using into data type student ID. SID indicates what is student ID 101. This is called a local variable. Local variable. This variable I can access only inside this particular class, inside this method. If I want to access this variable outside of this method, I can't access. Open curly braces, closed curly braces. The resource can be accessed to inside this method only. Outside this method, I can't access this resource. Okay. Now let me take one more method called some display. This is my some user defined method. I would like to. Now let me write one system.out.println. Guys, these are the comments. Two slashes means what here comments. Comments means what here ignore text in programming. Ignore. If you want, it's like notes, important notes or referential purpose. We can use this two slashes. Okay. Ignore the text in program. I will explain about comments in my further videos. Okay. So next white display here. White display I would like to write some text here. System.out.println. 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 Okay. I would like to print some. Why I'm using here plus? Plus indicates what here? It's a concatenation operator. The double quotes indicates what here? Here you can write some, user different. User means for here instance text. Anything as your wish, any text you can write. I would like to write some user different text. Student to ID, I would like to print. Student to ID, I would like to print. After the plus, without a double quotes, just you need to copy this variable name and paste it here. Variable name, copy and paste it here. Got it up? Chalo. Next to variable. What is my variable name here? SID. SID. What is my data type here? Into integer data type. What is value? 101. Data type variable value. What kind of data? What kind of variable it is? It's a local variable. So what here? Local variable. Now the same variable resource I want to use in outside of this method. Outside of this method. Public static void. Sorry, system dot out of printed. Okay, how many methods are there? This is method 1 and this is method 2. This is method 2. This is method 1 and method 2. Method 1 and method 2. Okay, after this method 1, I would like to write one main method out of the Java program. Public static static void main. Okay, just to try to understand this. String args, static void main, string args. Let me access this. How can I access? For this, for the first time, okay, guys, if you want to access any kind of variables, I need to create an object. I will explain what is an object, how to create an object. Object ob is equal to new student. Already you know how to create an object. How to create an object with the class name. Object name can be given anything, use keyword and the constructor. Now, what I should do next after creating object? After creating an object, I need to call the method. How many methods in my program now? Two methods are there. Method 1, method 2. What is my method 1? Student details is my method 1. I need to call. Where I should call? Inside the main method, because JVM exists inside the main method only. If there is no main method, what is my main method name here? Public static void main. If there is no main method, no meaning for your entire code. As of now, keep that point in mind. Okay, furtherly we'll write different code, that is different thing. But as of now, if there is no main method, no meaning of your entire code. If there is no heart, no meaning for your human life. The same thing. How much heart is important as of now? Okay, please keep main method is also very important for your up to core Java part. Okay, chalo. How many methods are there now? Two methods are there. One method is student details. One more method, void this. This means what here? Anything you can display. It means what? Display. How can I call that? With the help of object, I can call the methods. I can call the methods. What is my object name here? Obj dot my method. If I execute this program, how can I execute this program? I need to save this file. Where take one new file here of this entire code. How can I save this file? Know the process. Go to the file, save local disk, the online Java course. File name what? Execution is there. Student. What is my file name here? Student is student.java. What is my file name here? Student.java. Now go to the command prompt, cmd. Okay, cmd. Next, where is my D drive? Where is my folder? D drive. cd space online Java. Next, compile the program. Java C student. What is my file name? .java. Okay. One error is there. What is the error? Semicolon I forget. Go to the program now. I did the mistake. Where I did mistake? Here. Yes, here I forget to keep the semicolon. Here Java is what? Very strictly typed programming language. I told even if you forget dot semicolon also, it will throw you an error. So it's what here? Strictly typed to program. Java is what? Strictly typed to programming. It's not a loosely typed to programming. We need to follow rules and regulations. Okay, now if I compile again program, no, okay, I didn't save it. Save the program, control plus, yes, otherwise go to there. Now, oh yeah, one more error is there. SID, why it is showing an error? Actually, we should get an error here. Why? So, symbol variable SID, location class student. What it is, cannot find a symbol. Why? Cannot find a symbol. What is the error here? Please read this error. Cannot find a symbol. Why? Because go to the program. Why? Because this into SID is belongs to this method. How we can access this method outside of this boundary? This can only access open curly braces and closed curly braces. Inside this boundary, you can access. But if you want to access this method outside of this boundary, how it will be possible? Can't access. Okay, that's it. This is local variable. You can't access this. This belongs to, for example, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana is there. Telangana people might have some right to access resource inside Telangana only. How Andhra people can come and access? Just for example. Okay. The same. Otherwise, take country. Some India is there. Some Canada is there. Canada people can access only no, only Canada local people can access Canada resources. How the other country people can access? It's not. This is what here. This into SZ is belongs to this particular method. How this method two can access this method one properties? It's not possible. Okay, that's why. If I remove this, if I keep that in comment, if I save the program, if I execute my program, now I won't get any kind of error successfully, no errors now because just I put those text inside the format. S side is what belongs to particularly this method one. It is what here local variable. Okay, now error got. How can I execute program? I compile the program, Java C file name. Now I need to run the program using what here? My file name and the class name both are same. Java space. What is my class name here now? Student. So now I will get the student age is what here? 106. You got an idea, right? You guys understood, I think. Local variable. This is about local variables. Local variables. What here declared inside method cannot be used outside of the method. I took method one, method two. Method one resource should be accessed inside the method one only. We can't access that method one resource outside of the method one. I should always access inside the method one. I can't access that method one resource outside of method. Okay. Okay. I can't access that in method two, method three. Memory created temporarily. It's like OTP. OTP pin generated. When you are doing some transaction through ATM, okay, okay, you will receive some OTP. Once the OTP transaction is completed, automatically OTP will becomes what here useless. That's about local variable. Please come next to come to the instance variable. How to understand instance variables here? A variable declared inside class but outside a method is called instance variable now. We are in India. Some resources might can access among all the states. Okay, not only particular India, sorry, Andhra Pradesh, not only particularly Telangana, not only particular Tamil Nadu or Bangalore, whatever. Every people can access. Okay, these resources can be called what here? Instance variable. In India, how many states are there? So many states are there. Okay, like civils, anybody can write. It belongs to all the Indians, all the state people can write. But some kind of notifications, public sector like TSPSC means what here? Telangana people can access. Telangana people can apply for those jobs. APPSC only Andhra Pradesh people can apply for those jobs. Okay, Tamil Nadu people can't apply for that. Okay, this is same thing. Instance means what here? India resource, everyone can access in India who are living inside the India. These people can access. This is called what here? Instance variable. A variable declared inside class but outside method. Inside class, outside what? These two. Inside class but outside method. Every object gets separate copy. I will show you. Every object gets what here? Separate copy belongs to object. This instance variables belongs to what here? Object stored in heap memory. All objects can be already I explained in my previous class also. All objects will be stored in heap memory. All objects stored where? Heap memory. All objects stored where here? Heap memory. Objects stored in heap memory. Okay. Example diagram. See. Class employee. Int employee id is equal to 101. Where I'm writing now, where I'm writing variable inside the class. Previously, I wrote inside the, I took method, void, some method name. But now directly I am taking one resource. That resource name is called int is data type, variable name and that. Okay, I'm taking one method here. I'm accessing this employee. Okay, I can access this method. I can access this resource by creating an object to the employee class. What is my class name here? Employee. Okay, E1 is my object name, E2 is my object. With the help of E1, E2, I can access. I will show you. Okay, shall I take the same example? This is what here. Let me remove this part. Let me remove this. Guys, listen carefully. I'm removing that. I'm keeping. Where I'm keeping, this is my class, whole class. Open curly braces, and closed curly braces. Closed, this is closed curly braces. Now I am declaring this variable as a class variable. This is not local variable now. It is now became instance variable. Instance variable. Now it became what? Instance variable. Int SID is equal to 101 void. Now it can also access. This is now I no, this is student is now what? It's like India. This is India's property now. This is Andhra Pradesh and this is Tamil Nadu or Telangana. Any people can access commonly. Okay, just let me execute this. Let me call this method. Which method? This method. Just call this method now. Just to access any people can access. Any people can access. obj dot. Yes. Now let me compile my program. Any people can access now. Java C student, no error, and execute the program. Two separate copies generated. Student ID 101, student ID. Got it? Two objects, two separate copies. Got it? Student, if you want, write one more like 2, 3 student. Sorry. Otherwise, let me write here S1, student 1. S1 indicates what here? S1. S2 indicates what here? 2. S3 indicates what here? S3. Guys, nothing to worry. Instance variables means what here? We'll write inside the class. Okay, keep that much. We can access throughout our program. Among the methods we can access. The S1, like you can write now S1 dot S1. Okay, S2, like that you can access. Okay, no errors you will get. Two separate copies will be generated now. Two separate copies. Okay. Student 1, student 2, student 3. Instance variable. You understood, right? This is local variables right inside the method. Instance variables right inside the class. We can access those along with the object. That's enough. We'll get much clarity. Try to keep only the difference instant. As of now, how we can understand in simple way. Instance variables like what? Local variables. Sorry, local variables. Okay, you know already. In that those should be right inside the method. And instance variables are like a global variables. Global means what here? They can access everywhere in the program. Everywhere. They have the right to access everywhere in the program. That is what here? Instance variable. Okay. Those instance variable will be stored in heap memory. What data? Instance variable will be stored in what here? Heap memory. These are the okay heap memory. Yes, keep in mind. Next, finally, we are going to discuss about important points of instance variables. Those should be declared inside a class, outside methods. Each object gets separate copy and stored in heap memory. Which memory? Heap memory. Where those should be stored in heap memory. And accessed using what here? Object. These 2 points keep in mind. Stored in heap memory, accessed using object. So finally, we are going to see now instance variable. Guys, I hope you understand. As of now, successfully completed 2 variables. What are those? Local variables and instance variable. Now we are going to see the third type of variable is called static variable. Okay, we are going to see now what? Static variable. You got my point? Okay, yeah. So a variable declared using static keyword is called static. There is a name. How we can write the static variable here? A variable name must be declared with what a static keyword is called static variable. When you go for an interview, the interviewer might be asking the question, how to declare the variable, which can be called variable. He might be asked the question. What you need to tell? A variable declared using static keyword is called what here? Static variable. Okay. Now we are going to see some points. Those will be only one copy created, but in instance variable, separate copy created. But for static variable, only one copy created, shared among all objects. Memory allocated only once. I will tell you one real-time example. If there is a family, 4 people are there in family. So each person required separate bedroom. Person 1 required separate bedroom. Person 2 required separate bedroom. Person 3 required separate bedroom. Person 4 required separate bedroom. How many bedrooms required now? Tell me the answer. Please comment answer. Okay. How many beds required for the bedrooms required for the 4 people? You know, 4 bedrooms, right? So that is what here instance variable. Okay, 4 people are there, 4 objects are there, 4 objects get separate copy. But when it comes to the static, okay, only for these 4 people, only one bedroom required. 4 people want to stay inside the single bedroom. That is what here static variable. Instance variable means each person requires separate bedroom. But when it comes to the static variable, all the 4 people required only single bedroom. They can adjust. They can stay inside the single bedroom. That's what here static variable. A variable declared using static keyword. They only one copy created, shared among all objects, memory allocated only once. Okay, example program. See here now. Class is my class name is what here? College. Static, you need to, for the static variable, we need to write the static keyword. Static, string is my data type, college name is my variable name, AG college, Anand Gunja college. Okay. Why display system.out.println? Just trying to print what here? Variable name here. What I need to print here? Variable name. That's enough. Public static void main here. Then college name I need to write. Got it. Okay. So how to understand that in simple way? In a college, like 100 people or 150, 200 people might be there. But those 200 people, college name is common. Okay. For Suresh is there. Suresh, okay. No need to write every time college name, ID, and his name and address and all. Okay. For Suresh, for Ramesh, for Rakesh, who are there? All the people might comes under single college. That college name is what here? AG college. AG college. No need to write every time. Okay, like this. Separate college name. It is a waste of memory. In that kind of situation, what you should write, just to write the college name enough. That if you want to declare only memory one time, that time you should use this third type of variable is called static variable. You got my point? I hope you understand this, guys. Okay. So what is my class name here? College name. In the college, same college name, same college, different 100 people, 200 people might have. The student might have different properties like ID, name, and all. But the college name is common for all the 100 and 200 people. Then no need to write every time. No need to declare memory for each student. If there is a 200 students, 200 times you want to write the same college name, it's what here useless and worthless. College name is same, but the student is different. For all the different students, college name is single. So just to that kind of situation, you should write what here static keyword. That's enough. Okay. And now, for example, see this company. In a company, employee name change, employee ID might be changed, but company name is what here? Same for all. No need to write company. Infosys, Infotech, or TCS. No need to write this. You. I hope you understand this. Okay. Important points regarding this. What thought type of static variable? Shared among all objects. Only one copy exists. Memory efficient. Okay. Access to using class name. This can be accessed what here using class name. I hope you understand guys. Three types of variables are there. The first one, local variable. The second one, okay, instance variable, and the static variable. And if you understand these steps properly, you can crack the interview very easy. And okay, local, instance, and the next to third type is what here? Third type is what? Static variable. Static variable must be declared with what? Static keyword. Okay. For all the 200, 300 people, static 200 people, only one single college name, only single village name, single city name, single house for 20 people. Some 20 people are living in villa. Only single villa can be referred. No need to refer for each people, villa, one villa. That is okay, waste of time. Got it? In that kind of situation, which variable we can access? Static variable. Next, important points we'll see. Shared among all objects, only one copy exists. Memory efficient access using class. That's it. Now next we are going to see the data types in Java. A data type specifies what here, what kind of data can be stored. What is data type now? As of now, just we understand what here variable. Okay. Now we are going to see what data types. What are the data types available in Java? So what kind of data we want to store in the memory. That is what here, that indicates what data types. Okay, that data type specifies what here, memory size and range of values. How much data we can store. If there is a 1 BHK, that 1 BHK size is what like a 800 square feet. How many people can stay in that 1 BHK? Like 3 people, 4 people. If the 50 people want to stay in that 1 BHK, it's highly impossible. Okay. Okay. The same thing. Range of values. There is a variable. How much data we can store. What kind of data we can store in that variable. That we should get in clarity. Got it? That's it. Categories of data types. Now we have two types of data types. What are those? Primitive data type and a non-primitive data type. So primitive data type means what here? We'll see. Primitive data type means what? Java has 8 primitive data types. Mainly keep in mind only two types of data types. What are those? Primitive, non-primitive. So primitive Java has how many primitive data types here? 8 primitive data types. What are those data type and size and example? We'll see now. I will explain. So byte is a primitive data type, short is a primitive data type, int is a primitive data type, long is a primitive data type, float is a primitive data type, double is a primitive data type, char is a primitive data type, and a boolean. So what is the size of the byte? 1 byte. Short 2 bytes, int 4 bytes, long 8 bytes, float 4 bytes, double 8 bytes, char 2 bytes, boolean 1 bit. 1 bit. Okay. So 1 byte is equal to, how to understand that? 1 byte is equal to, let me explain clearly. 1 byte is equal to 1 byte is equal to 1 byte is equal to 1 bit. Okay, so 4 bytes means what here? Sorry, 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Sorry. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. How many bits here? 8 bits. So 4 bytes means that 4 into 8. How many bits? 32 bits. 32 bits of data we can store in. Okay, how to understand that? 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 32. Okay, 2 to the power of 32. How many bits of data we can store here? 2 to the power of 32. Power of 32. How to understand that? How many? 1 byte is equal to 80 bits. So 4 bytes means 4 into 8. How many bits of data we can store? 2 to the power of 32 bit data we can store. 2 to the power of 32 means what here? You can write like, let me write in. You can write like what here? 2 to the power of 32 means what here? 2 to the power of 30. This is what here. 2 to the power of 32 we can write. So means what here? 32 times we can write the data. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into like this. When you calculate that, you will get some number, large number. We can store up to that. 1 byte is equal to 1 by 2. Byte is a data type. How many bytes of data we can store? 1 by 2. Short is a data type. How many bytes of data we can store? 2 bytes. So means what here? 2 to the power of 1 byte is equal to 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 2 to the power of 16. If I want to use integer type, 2 to the power of 32 means what? Just calculate that, you will get some value up to here. If I want to use 1 2 3 4 5 6 digit value, I can use up to 6 digit value I can use. If I want to use long, I can use like a 6 digit value. I can use 1 2 3 4 5 6. This also, but it is like 1 lakh, below 1 lakh digit I can use. Float means what? 4 bytes of data. Like you can calculate same 2 to the power of 32. For double also 2 to the power of 64. Okay, if I want to use long and double, if I want to store large value, I can use 2 to the power of 64 bit. Okay, 2 into 2 into 2 like that you can do 64 times. Just to do the use scientific calculator and tell me the answer. Please write comment. Okay. Next, char means what here? How many bytes of data we can store here? Okay, 2 bytes of data means what here? 2 to the power of 16. For boolean, 1 bit, only either true or false. We can use either true or false, only two. What is the data value we can use here? 2 to the power of true or false. That's it. Okay, so these are the, what are the primitive data types we have available? Eight primitive data. What are those? Byte, short, int, long, float, double, char. What is the size of the byte? 1 byte. Short, 2 bytes. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Okay, keep in mind. If 8 bits, 2 bytes means 16 bits. 4 bytes means what here? 32 bits. 8 bytes means 64 bits. Again float. 4 bytes means what here? 32 bits. Double. 8 bytes means what here? 64. Yeah, 2 bytes means again 16 bits. Okay. Non-primitive data type. So successfully we completed primitive data types. Now we are going to see what here? Non-primitive data type. What are those here? String, arrays, classes, interfaces. All belongs to non-primitive data types here. Non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data types. Okay. Okay. String is a non-primitive data type. What is the example? Class string demo public static void main. What is my string? First, you should understand what is string. String is a sequence of characters. A is a character, N is a character, A is a character. So when I collect them all at one place, that is called what? String here. String is a predefined data type come class. Keep in mind, it's a non-primitive data type. What is non-primitive? String is a non-primitive, arrays are non-primitive, class are non-primitive, interface are non-primitive data type. Okay. So how to write? String is a non-primitive data type name. This is name is my variable name and Anand is my value. How to print that? System.out.println variable name we must write. What is my variable name here? Anand. If I want to print Anand, I should write in this way. Okay, use double quotes for what? String data type. Okay, now we'll see one complete program. Okay, into ID using, let me write one complete Java program. One complete variable and a data type program. Just let me write one complete variable and data type program. Just to write class one complete data type link. Just write public static void main public static void main string args string args. Chalo. Inside the public static void main, I can write what here? Inside this, I can write what here? Int id, like so anything. Int is a primitive data type. How many values I can store? Up to 4 bytes of data. Means 2 to the power of 32-bit value I can store. Next, char is my data type. Char, like grade, I would like to put. Grade is equal to A grade. So char should be always inside the single quotes. Inside where? Single quotes. A grade. Next, float data type I would like to float. I would like to like some kind of solid. Okay, solid like 67,000.05 okay. Whenever you want to use float data type, okay, you must use f compulsory, okay, after pointer values. If otherwise it will show you, it will throw an error. Come for float data type, you must use what here? F. Why? Because I will explain further class. Okay, I will explain here only. Double, okay, some value. I would like to take some different value. Find increase in value more. For double, don't use any kind of F or D something. Because why I'm using for float only F means in Java, whatever you write, okay, if you want write any decimal value, by default JVM can understand that is a default double value. Okay, if you don't mention this F, okay, then JVM will understand, okay, it might belongs to double data type. So to avoid that confusion to the JVM, we should use F. Whenever we use F, okay, after pointer value, the JVM can understand, okay, it belongs to float. Otherwise, it will think what here, the value becomes a double data type. To avoid that confuse, we should use it. Okay. Chalo, next, we can write Boolean data type. Boolean. Boolean is Java easy. I would like to submit. Is Java easy? True or false? Okay, that's it. Like long, I can use long other number. I would like that some other numbers, long number. This is what here. Okay. Next, I would like to print some value like string data type. String name, um, name equal anything I can write. On I would like to write my name. So now I would like to print these values. Like to print these values. System dot out dot print. Chalo, let me print one by one. Okay, I would like to print for ID, for grade, and I would like to print separate. Okay, so I can write for ID, I would like to print in separate. For char value, I would like to take some separate printing state. How many required here? For into one, for char one, for float three, double four, boolean five, long 6, 7, system dot out at print line I should require. Well, I can print all of them in single line. Now, as of now, keep try to take 7. 7 I require. How many? 7. Yeah. So just to use here also, just to press the control tab. Chalo. Next, I would like to print first ID after A. Sorry, what is my ID name here? Where this is, I should, if I want to print these values, I should use this variable name. Next, variable name. Yeah. Next, copy these and paste it here. Okay. Just start price. Next, salary. Salary. Next, value. Next, is Java. Just name is some little bit. Just let me copy and paste it in. Next, Aadhaar. This is my variable name. Just to copy it. Next, name. Chalo. Okay. Let me execute this program. Very small, simple program. Java C space. This is my file name. Dot Java. Dot Java. No errors. What is my student? Okay. Okay. No error. What is the error here? It is error here. Showing some errors. That those student. Read the address. Unclosed character. Oh, sorry. Come here. I took space, right? Okay. Oh, it's okay, right? Let me compile the program. One more error shown. Number two large. 8 bits of data we can store. Just it is okay. It is not good. Okay. Number. Let me decrease the number. Shall let me execute the program now. No errors. I think just to compile the program. Compilation is over. Then execute the program now. Student. Then no errors. Okay. I can see the values. These all are my values. This way I can print. Okay. If you want write any, this is what your ID. I can print here ID. Okay. I can print here what your variable text. If you want write any text like if you want to print any text along with the variables, then you can use double quotes. Double quotes. Plus is what here concatenation operator. So some we are concatenating. Concatenating means what here joining. Joining user different text with the variables. User text we are concatenating means what here user different text with the variables. Okay. How we are concatenating, how we are joining them using plus operator, plus symbol, only plus. We can't use any other symbol. This is predefined symbol, built-in symbol or ready-made symbol. In place of plus, we can't use any minus or into or whatever multiplication. No, nothing will work. Only plus. Plus is a predefined concatenation operator. So if I want to print here, what here? ID is what? ID is like a grade. My grade is, I would like to print like any text we can write. My grade is what? My grade is, I can print like this. And my salary is, then my value is, my value color. Insert the double quotes only. Is Java true? Is Java really true? Really easy? Really easy. I'm printing. I would like to print that. And next to my other. My Aadhaar number is, I would like to print. Next, my name is, and I would like to print. My name is. Let me stop. Let me let me compile this program once again. Then after compilation is over, let me run. So first ID is what 101. My grade is what A. My sal is what. My value is what sum. Is Java really easy? True. My Aadhaar number is what sum. My my name is what here Anand. Okay, this is what in this way you can write. In this way you can write. Okay, this is about what here variables under data types in Java. Variables under data types in Java. Next, we are going to see what here, guys. As of now, till now, if you understand, please share like my share my content with others and like my channel. Okay. Next, this is what here. In this way we can see the output. Okay, now the next topic is what here? Typecasting. Typecasting. So what do you mean by typecasting? As of now, clear? I think okay, you guys might be understand very clearly. What is this? What is that? So how to what is variable and what is data types. Now the next topic is what here? Typecasting. Okay, now how we can convert from one data type to another data. While you are creating project, while you're writing your program, okay, sometimes it might be required. It's like what exchanging data from one data type to one another data type, exchanging of data. Okay, that is nothing but what is casting. What we are casting means converting one data type into another data type is called what here type casting. Converting one data type into another data type is called what typecasting. Types of typecasting. Now we are going to see types of typecasting. Okay, what are those? The first one, types of typecasting. Types of typecasting. So here what here? Widening typecasting, narrowing typecasting. So widening typecasting means what here? Automatic casting. Automatic casting, automatic conversion without your interference. Okay, JVM Java Virtual Machine automatically do the conversion. Okay, one it will convert from one data type to another data type without your interference. Without your interference, JVM will do by default. Okay, like what here when automatic conversion will be happen here when you want to convert from small data type into large data type means what here when you want to keep your small data type inside large data type it is possible. Okay, in that kind of situation automatic conversion might be possible. For example, I want to keep byte inside short. What is the size of the byte? 1 byte of data. But what is the size of the short? 2 bytes of data we can store. We can keep byte inside the short, no problem. We can keep the short data type inside into, yes, we can convert into to long convert, long to float convert, float to double also possible. For example, see, what is my int data type? 100. Okay, what is my variable name here? Num. That num can keep inside the double data type because into data type means what here? 4 bytes of data we can store here. 4 bytes of data we can store. What is the double data type size? 8 bytes of data we can store. Okay, 4 bytes easily can keep inside the 8 bytes. Here, 4 bytes of data means it's a 4 bytes means very big box. Okay, this is what we can keep this small box inside the big box. We can keep small box inside big box. Okay, that's what is system dot now you will get it. So suppose small water bottle poured into big bucket. Is it without losing any kind of data there? Okay, similarly into to double safe conversion without losing. When we do this kind of conversion, we won't lose any kind of data. This is called widening casting. Widening casting. Next, we will see narrowing cast. The second one is what here? Narrowing cost. So large data type to small data type. Large data type to small. Double to float, float to long into short byte. Okay, it is not possible by default by JVM. So then that time we should involve with ourselves. We should do manually. Okay, narrowing costing is nothing but interchanging or exchanging of or converting from one data type to another data type by using explicit conversion. This is called explicit conversion also. Okay, we are involving with this conversion. So class narrowing demo public static void main string URGS double D is equal to 99.99 into num is equal to this is double. Okay, I would like to keep this into data type. Then we should this is 4 bytes and this is 4 bytes. We are adding. Okay, when we do this conversion, this D will become by default to integer data type. This is called narrowing conversion or explicit conversion. Explicit conversion. conversion or narrowing or manual conversion. Got it? We won't get any error. Okay. Sometimes in this type of manual conversion, some water might be flow. So in this way, data loss may be happen. Data loss might be happen. This kind of conversion. Okay. This is about narrowing conversion and widening conversion. Let me show you one small example. Let me show you. Let me remove these R into id is equal to some 100. Next, double t is equal to I. When I execute this, sorry, double d. How to understand this? System dot out dot. Okay, if I want to print this double variable value, I will, if I execute system dot out dot print, no errors. Int is a 4 bytes of data I can store. What is my variable name here? ID. What is that ID value have variable having 100 value? Some value it stored some 100 value. So I am assigning this 100 value to the double. So it is possible. It is called widening conversion. JVM by default widening conversion. This is called widening conversion. JVM doing without our interference. Automatically, if I execute also, I will get an output without any error. Let me compile the program. No errors. Get the point 100.00. 100.0 because it is called a widening conversion. JVM doing default. But here vice versa. If I want to use this in place of, you know, in place of double, I want to use this. Let me remove this. The value 10.954. Now I would like to into 8 is equal to 8 is equal to, so double data type D is variable, that is a kind of double data type variable. Now I would like to store this value inside the integer data type value. What is my variable name here? ID. What kind of data type it is? Integer. What is the size of the double? 8 bytes. I am trying to assign 8 bytes of data to 4 bytes of data. It is not possible. Not possible. Even if I try to execute this program, I might be get error. Okay, let me execute this. Let me print here ID. I will get an error by surely. What I'm getting error here? Incompatible types. Possible logic conversion from double to int. What is the error here? Possible logic conversion from double to int. What here? Not possible. Showing what here? Not possible. Not possible. Okay, not possible. So what I should do now? I should add manually. I am doing conversion here. When I use why I'm taking here int, I would like to convert that. I would like to convert that double to integer data type. That's why I took here into. Now just to save the program and run it. No error. Java and student. Java student. 100 printed. Now double data type to integer data type. Okay. Double is 8 bytes of data. But here I lose what here? 5.4 is not printing because I lose to already I told you that point what in narrowing conversion some data might be loose. What here? Some 5 liters of water I would like to pour in 2.5 liters of water. Okay, 2.5 liters, size bottle. So automatically only it can accept 2.5 liters. Remaining 2.5 liters might be poured somewhere. It might be loose. So data loose might be happen in narrowing conversion. Got it? That's what. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for your supporting. And if you like my channel, please like the channel and comment and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.